like this shirt. My favorite alien.
Alien.
Roger.
Okay, you are alien.
Roger. Do you know Roger? American Dad. That's Roger. This is E.T.
Okay, Brenda Rogers. Okay,
I said Roger in American Dad. This is Roger. See him now. See Roger. Roger.
Okay.
Very
Roger.
Sarcastic alien.
Yeah. It's alien. Alien is a spirit.
Alien is an extraterrestrial creature.
Okay, they live in America.
This America say extraterrestrial.
Celestial. Okay, now celestial.
Who said celestial? I said extraterrestrial. Just forget about it. Hello guys, welcome to this episode. On this episode, we want to take a look at it. Aljazeera's expose. Gold mafia. Gold monster. Unzimze. Criminal. Post Uebert angel. You see, Joshua, when somebody is skilled in fleecing people, they don't take care. So Uebert angel claimed to say he knows that he was being recorded, and he knows that these Aljazeera journalists were baiting him. On the first meeting, Joshua, Baba is already jabbering. It was too easy for them. They didn't expect the result. Watch this. This is an Aljazeera journalist talking about how easy Uebert angel was to bait. Yeah.
Welcome to Gold Mafia, Episode 5, Executive Power.
If you thought Aljazeera's Gold Mafia documentary was up to Episode 4, you were wrong. There are 2 more episodes coming up. The podcast of Episode 5, subtitled Executive Power, which was released by Aljazeera, details how the investigators got their operations underway to some shocking information. Ms. Sin, who was one of the undercover journalists, expressed surprise at how Uebert Angel and his team responded, even after they had told him that the money was dirty.
This is the same meeting from the top of the podcast where our team revealed that the money was dirty, but that news had just been met with a shrug.
What did they do when you said it was black money?
Don't worry, it's fine. First of all, we didn't see this happening. This was the first meeting. Usually first meetings go slow.
So this is your first inclination that you've hit the jackpot here in terms of the operation. How are you handling this? Is the reporter side of your brain jumping out of her skin?
So yeah, my brain's going in overdrive because we had not expected things to progress so quickly.
God, we can do it right now. We can make the call right now, and it's done right this minute.
Very quickly after speaking to Scott, he gets us on the phone with Henrietta Rushwaya, who's president of the Zimbabwe Miners Federation.
She said she was surprised how things progressed so quickly with Angel and his team because they had opened up so many loopholes which aided their investigations.
So it's really important that he would be in office because you're investing with the president, right?
That was what surprised us. Previously, we were talking to people who had managed to build connections to the president. But now we were speaking to the person appointed by the president, who told us he represented the president and could make decisions on his behalf. What was really surprising was even from that first meeting, they opened up so many doors without knowing who we were.
Ms. Sin described Angel and his team as chaotic when they met.
So one thing we do when we do these undercover operations is we always try to keep it on our turf, so we have control of the location. But they changed on us 2 or 3 times. They cancelled again and said, no, you've got to come to us. And that's something usually we're quite uncomfortable in doing.
Did they do that just because they were testing you, or was it just because they were shambolic?
So that's the thing. We thought that maybe they were onto us, so they were just really cautious people. But no, they were just chaotic. Absolute chaos.
When they do finally meet at London's Pan-Pacific Hotel, His Excellency Ambassador Uebert Angel does not disappoint.
He's really tall, and he walks into the room after everyone else, of course. A lot of it is a show, and he's good at it.
The undercover journalist said on the channel's podcast that the so-called facilitation fee of $200,000 was part of the scheme to launder money through the use of presidential motorcades.
The facilitation fee will be $200,000. That's non-negotiable. That has to happen.
But we're told the money will buy more than just a meeting.
Gosh, you're talking about getting a motorcade to launder money.
Yeah, and it's a very strange feeling.
Now, the greasing of the wheels, we are going to figure that out ourselves, using this team to make sure that everybody's taken care of, everybody's happy, and things move without questions being asked.
Seems there's more to the Gold Mafia documentary.
It was so easy to bait, they did not even put in effort.
To bait. Too easy to bait. Did they bait him? They bar for him. They bait for Uebert, the Aljazeera people. They cannot bar for him now. He say, man, he can bar for himself.
What are you talking about?
He say easy to bait.
Bait, B-A-I-T, bait.
It's the same.
Okay, it's what they use for fish. You say, I want to bait my hook to catch a fish.
Want to bait. Okay, they use water
Bait
wash.
hook.
That's bathing.
What are you saying? Bait to lure somebody.
Okay. Well, looking like you want to bath. Put lure. You want to lure somebody. It's not you want to bait.
So you understand lure? You don't understand bait.
Bait.
Okay, anyways,
understand bait.
Uebert, the other saying is Uebert Angel was easy to lure because of his greed. He was so greedy that on the first meeting, he was already talking, jabbering, spewing things, talking anyhow. Like if you are meeting somebody for the first time,
There are things.
you will be reserved. You will observe the situation
You will
first.
be a good listener. You will be a good listener. You will be a good listener.
Listener.
Yes.
That is a listener.
Yes.
Oh God. Yes, you will listen. Then you speak when you are spoken to, so that you gauge them to know what are these people's intention. What are they here for? You use your brain. Let's assume he doesn't know. We'll take two scenarios. He doesn't know that they are Aljazeera journalists and they have come to beat him. How do you start talking anyhow on your first meeting? Does that make sense? That's to show you that your arrogance was what killed you. You were so arrogant, you were so full of yourself, you were so confident.
Overconfidence.
That is what killed you.
Because he's trying to show them that you are meeting the right person for the business. Don't go anywhere. That's why he's trying to give them his past experience.
Things
that you have done.
10%.
Yes, now sharp.
Let's
He
move
started
1 billion.
calling this one. I can do this. Diplomatic whatever. I can make stable anybody the money get to my.
I put diplomatic on top, carry the money. He carry 1 billion. We carry it from. I can move the whole America. Does that make sense? Now let's follow your life of you and that your charge and bail hungry lawyer to say you knew that you were being recorded. If you knew you were being recorded,
there are things you don't say.
You don't call people. You know you were being recorded.
And you are calling people unaware to those people.
Uebert Angel, you see, instead of you to just take your L, apologize to your church members, you are still lying. That's to show you that you are not a man of God. There's nothing about Christ in you. You are a fallen angel.
This thing that we can see clearly, you don't know, but you are sharing your experience, what you have done before.
They are not calling people, calling the president's wife, calling this one, calling that one, calling this one.
You were sure. They never even asked him.
They didn't ask you.
He was saying there's a friend that he has. That one is sleeping on $5,000.
$5 million.
That they should $5 million. That they should see the person. This one is your friend. You can call him now.
They didn't ask him.
He be showing them pictures, and you tell you know. Look at this one. Okay, you know you are not trying to set them up.
You are trying to set your own people up. You know.
Or you're trying to set the Aljazeera people up so that they will fall victim.
You have seen Momo. You and this your Ricky Dulan. You people have seen Momo. See, our problem is when you fall. The thing is when people talk about can't a man of God make a mistake? This is not a mistake. This is a calculated attempt. This is a criminal attempt.
He does this.
This is something he does constantly. If he was not exposed, he will not admit. Even when he is exposed now, he's still lying and denying it. He never admitted to being a criminal. So how do you say this kind of person made a mistake? This is not a mistake.
Never.
A mistake is something you do once, then you ask for forgiveness, you don't do it again. But this is something Uebert has been doing. He admitted to have been doing. In fact, he admitted that this is his job.
He said that he has done $200 million and $300 million before, but he has not done $1 billion.
This is not a mistake.
Okay, it's the Jazeera people that put it in his mouth to say it.
If you carry this, let me just advise you and buy your charge and bail lawyer. If this is your defense, if they carry this case to court, you are finished though. If they bring all this video, okay, try suing Aljazeera to court. Sue them to court.
He was even giving evidence of those his carcass. He was saying
he roped all his carcass. He roped them, and you say you know. You are too easy, my brother.
Let's say, Mayor, if he knows, because if I know I'm a thief and I know that these people are coming to catch me, I have to lie. I have to look for other ways to be on a safer side.
Yes, you will never call your associates. You will never call your associates.
You were showing pictures. You were showing this. You were giving pure evidence about what you have been doing.
Even call the first lady. Guy, get out. Uebert Angel. Easy. Just get out. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to follow me. Laugh me. Follow me. Follow us on social media. At Nigeria's cases. Don't forget guys, question everything because number is boring. Okay.